Joe and Hampton, lights dim, it's game time. Interview sharp, cut through like a shank line. Stick lounge, stories unfold, real and raw. From hustlers to dreamers, breaking laws with a claw. Microphone warriors, capturing life's conflicts. Sitting across legends, tales flick like black pics. Drop bars, not mics, knowledge, it rains. From the streets to the beats in every vein. Stick lounge podcast, tales heavy with the weight. Real lives, gritty stories, never fake. Joe and Hampton, digging deep, no facade. Untold narratives, every episode a new fraud.
All right, and we're in it. What up, Hamp?
What's up, bro? What's happening with you today?
Not much, not much. This is the Stick Lounge podcast, and we're coming back today to talk about Hampton coming up. This is going to be second episode of this series that we're doing, but we have a special guest tonight. Jeanette, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. This is Jeanette, or Baby Gator.
Baby Gator, what's happening with you?
She wanted to sit in, and I told her if she's going to sit in, we're going to mic her up and get her on here. So you're not obligated to say anything, but if you do. All right, perfect. I'll go through a couple things first, Hamp, before I start digging on you. I got to look at this because I don't know what I'm doing still. So, yeah, we're on Instagram at stick_lounge, and that's the podcast as well as the Stick Lounge. And let's talk about the Stick Lounge a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because we made some changes.
Yes, once again.
You're going to let me drive?
I'll let you drive.
Right.
You know, I'm going to sit back and relax, and if I need to hit the signal light, I will, and go in there.
All right, sounds good. So, the Stick Lounge. Yeah. It is called the Stick Lounge because I like cigars, and a good cigar, you call it a stick. Hey, man, that's a good stick. Try this stick. It's a good stick. So it's a Stick Lounge, and it's going to stay the Stick Lounge, but the Stick Lounge is not going to be a cigar lounge anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, we hit some roadblocks. We thought we were getting there, and it's really difficult nowadays to have an indoor cigar lounge. Yeah, unless you have like this major ventilation system and, you know. Anyways, long story short, the Stick Lounge is still here. We are just changing what it is. We're going to be hosting events in the Stick Lounge. So not only will we be having wine tastings, whiskey tastings, scotch tastings, whatever, gin, we're going to try to get all that in here. We're going to set up those events so people can come in and enjoy those things. We're also going to be leasing the space out for other events. We've got some people that are already interested in using the space. I'll put pictures up of the space so you can see what it is. I think we can hold about, 20, 25 people in here?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I got the same foot pattern as the Creole Soul.
Yeah. We're also going to be doing some live music up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That'll be fun. So for that, we're going to clear the space out and just have the band and a bar. And, yeah, we'll be setting that up and getting all the information out so people can come check it out.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram.
Yeah,
YouTube.
So Instagram at stick_lounge. That'll be for the podcast as well as the Stick Lounge. We're just keeping them as one. And then on YouTube, we're at stick_lounge_podcast.
You better write that down because I had to.
I got it right here. I can't, the ats and the underscores but you can't just do a regular name with spaces. You have to have all the stuff in there. So
yeah, just too much underscore. I mean, I swear.
A lot of underscore. So we've got some shorts up there right now that people can go check out, and we're going to be posting full episodes soon. I want to drop 3 episodes, so that's what's holding us up right now. Once I get all 3 of those edited, we'll get them up, and then as long as it's still around, we've got a TikTok as well. My kids said you got to have a TikTok, so on TikTok we are at stick.lounge.podcast. Yeah.
Follow the dots.
Follow the dots. Follow the bouncing ball.
Follow the bouncing ball. Yeah.
So hit us up, like, share, and subscribe, because that's what you got to say, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be
That's
super
the
cool
list.
content creators.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most important part of that, though, is share. That's what I want. If you like, here's my thing, and I might get hell for this. I don't like anything. I don't. I mean, as far as like, I like a lot of things. I'm saying as far as like if I'm on YouTube or something, I don't hit the like button because I don't like want it to create some algorithm for me. It's probably doing it anyways.
It is.
But I feel like if I hit that like button, if I hit it and I hit it, I'm just going to get the same stuff over and over again. So I never do that. But share us. Please share us. Share us with your friends, family, coworkers. We want to get people in here to interview local businesses, interesting people. We've got some stuff set up with some city council members. Hopefully that's going to be coming soon. Yeah. All right, cool. So there's that. And then you can also hit us up. Our email is sticklounge@datcreolesoul.com. DAT, because Hamp.
Dat. Who dat? Y'all know, you familiar with who dat? Who dat? Everybody knows who dat. So
That's right. That's right.
And don't be afraid. I mean, reach out to us one way or the other, and
Please do. Please do.
you can't find us come to Creole Soul.
Yeah.
I guarantee you find one of us. I promise you.
Yeah. What's the address to Creole Soul, Hamp?
22341 Marine View Drive, or the new sign, Backstage Alley, right
Backstage
next to
Alley.
the old Des Moines Theater. We are located in the alley. So first block in the alley, you can't miss it. I got a big old food truck parked out there.
Big old colorful ass food truck that you can't get past.
You can't. If you say you can't see that food truck, I thought I was blind. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what you got going on at Creole right now.
Oh, we got live music.
Yeah,
you can't understand. It took me 2 years to figure it out, but I'm a little slow sometimes. 2 years I suffered in the months of December, January, February. All depends on how the weather falls in March. It was dead. So I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I have got to fix this problem for 2025. I need to make 2025 come alive. And
Yeah.
I was like, what am I missing? I said, I bought the food. I bought my personality.
And all your food's from New Orleans.
Yeah, everything's from New Orleans, authentic like you won't believe. And I bought the hospitality.
Yeah, you did, definitely. That's how I met you. I came in for catfish, and look at us now. You're definitely hospitable.
So, like, something's missing. And I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, live music.
Music, the
I say,
music.
New Orleans is food and music.
Yep.
And
100%.
I left the music behind until 2025.
Yep.
It's alive and live. I'm going to wake this alley up, and y'all understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, big
If
time.
you missed the last 2-3 up bands at Creole Soul, were packed.
Packed, man. So packed that we're looking at doing some construction in the space to open it up a little bit more right now.
Not we, he.
Yeah, well, fast friends better keep being hospitable, son of a bitch.
Just as long as he feeds you.
Exactly.
That's right, baby. It cost me a couple of quiche and some shrimp and grits,
Yeah. For sure.
And I might have to beef it up a little bit and throw some of that white gravy on there.
Oh, man, that gravy.
yeah.
I'm telling hey, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm going to talk some shit right now because
Yeah, where is this gravy?
Hamp makes the best gravy that goes on his grits. But he told me that when he first got out here and he was making it, nobody liked it. So all these Seattle folk did not like the gravy on the grits. I love the gravy on the grits.
I'll have the gravy on
I'm not a little
anything.
boy, but I love the gravy on the grits. Have you ever had it?
It's delicious.
It's so good. It's so
Yes.
good. I know it's a pain in the ass to make, though, and that if people don't want it, it goes to waste.
Yeah, then funny story. So I made some one day. I was going to keep it in a nice little warm crock pot. So I took the insert out and I put it in the fridge. And my wife came up behind me and she does some cooking and she threw it out. She like,
Oh, no.
She smelled it. She said, "This doesn't smell like potato soup." I was like, "Because it's not potato soup. It's gravy for the grits and the shrimp." And she's like, "Oh, I thought it looked kind of funny." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, thank you."
Thanks for throwing that out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, now I got to redo this all over again.
Yeah. And speaking of which, where is the potato soup? Don't you usually bring that back in the wintertime?
Yeah, and one more. You saw if you go in the kitchen right now, there's a 50-pound box of potatoes in there.
I saw the
I like-
potatoes.
Yeah,
Man, I got
so-
a special. Let's see. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Nope.
Oh yeah.
There it is. That was the one.
There you go.
Ham's potato soup.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's coming back another week or so. It'll be back on the menu
Nice.
and ready to be served.
All right, so the first batch goes to me. After that, it'll be available.
I know you might have to beat Baby Gate out.
I'll share it. We'll share it. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and if you're asking how authentic Hamp's food is. He just got, what, 40 king cakes in?
40 king cakes, yeah.
And get your baby? Tell us about that baby.
This little baby right here, which I almost swallowed, choked to death.
Where was that baby?
Inside the cake.
And that's a tradition, right?
Yeah, that's a tradition. I took a bite off it. What's the chances of me biting on a piece of king cake and this baby comes out on the side of my mouth and I'm like, what the?
First bite.
Yeah, first
It
bite.
was first bite.
Lucky me.
That's good luck, dude.
You're having a baby.
I wish somebody would tell me they're pregnant.
No,
I
that's
slapped
good.
the shit out
Hey,
of
look, podcast is just getting ready to release. Stick Lounge is going. You got the baby. We're rolling, dude. We're rolling.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's a little persuasion color, So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna darken it with some kiwi,
I'm gonna say
you know.
there's a mailman somewhere
Or a plumber.
or a plumber.
Yeah, somebody. I got a leak in my drain.
Now that baby there, that's Caucasian.
Ain't no Creole in that baby.
No, there's no Creole in this baby. This baby's straight white. So like, what's his name?
Which one? Which one?
Cat Williams say
Yeah.
when he's in the. He
Oh,
said,
Cat Williams?
He said, I don't know who that kid is. Might be right, but that little baby right there, that's a white baby.
That's
His credit score is
Caucasian.
higher than mine right now. Thanks, Cat Williams, for that one.
Awesome. Well, I think we did all the housekeeping. I think we got the word out and we got stuff going on. So please hit us up. Come see us. Stop by. Even when Hamp's not open, sometimes he's just there. So
He's always there.
let's do that too. What are your hours for Creole Soul?
Okay, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the hours are from 5 to 9.
Okay.
And on Sunday, it's from 11 to 4. So I'm going to say this one more time. My business hours are
..
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 to 9, unless we have some kind of event going on.
Yeah, bands or something.
Yeah. And on Sunday, from 11 to 4. And we are actually going to start doing a jazz brunch with Mike
Yeah.
Powell's
Perfect.
on February 9th. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's really good. He packed the house. So yeah, he came up with that idea, and I love it. Because down in New Orleans at the Quarter Two Sisters, they had to do live jazz, doing brunch there. So it's just coming back to me slowly, but it's a good year to come back. What I mean? Because like I said, I suffered for 2 years. Just dead.
Well,
dead.
and you opened during COVID too, so you had
Yeah.
stacked up against you anyways.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't that dead. We had Sunday fun days going on.
Yeah, we did. We did have Sunday fun days going on. So, yeah, that's baby gate in the background. Don't ever remind me to leave her in charge again.
Never again.
you guys should see her break dance. It's amazing. And roller skate too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But in charge? No.
No, she can't run the
No.
place.
No.
No.
I'll be right back. All right. Keep an eye on things for me. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I kept an eye on it.
I come back.
Yeah, you did. You kept a real close eye on it.
I come back. I didn't know where she was at. She's got on Carlos' jacket and she got a beanie on with a bunch of beads around it, and she got a carpet on the floor and she's breakdancing. I was like, was I going that long?
Long enough for sure. Now you know better. That's how you learn.
That's how you learn. Only takes one time.
This one. Wait.
This is not coming between those buns. I'm in the bathroom picking up
Those are not the right ones. Hold on. Play nice guy. Nope.
bathroom picking
Nope.
all over the guy.
Nope. Where is it?
You maybe need to put a little stick on that, Joe.
Nah, I can't find it. I got one where you just say, "Oh shit." I got too many sound effects. We'll get there. We'll get there someday.
Long
I need to
held
change the title so I can see what they say. That's the
There
problem.
you go.
Yeah.
What about food truck, Hamp? What's going on with food truck?
Food truck. Busy.
This whole episode is just gonna be talking about this shit.
Food truck is busy. You hear me? I'm doing a lot of stuff starting out tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I'm doing Blue Origin in Kent on Monday, and I'm doing Blue Origin in Kent on Tuesday.
But those are that's only available to the folks that work at
That's
Blue
only
Origin.
available to the folks at Blue Origin, yes.
Okay.
And then I'm doing a elementary school in Puyallup.
Okay.
And then I'm doing a Costco private party. So if you got something you want to have at your house and you can get HOA to approve it and it doesn't have to be too much red tape behind it, hey, I'll pull up in your driveway
Yeah, I've been there when you done that.
and we get it done. You know, I mean,
They got the neighbors coming out. Hey, can I get food too? What's going on?
So the food truck will roll as long as there's no ice on the road and the weather's nice. Because I'm not driving that truck when it's. I'm telling you right now, then you can have just a little smidget of ice. I'm not. I'll bring it to you. In my
That's a liability, man.
That's a lot of truck to stop on some ice. I'm telling you.
yeah, for sure. It's a big truck. It's probably Lily was telling me it's the 4th largest food truck in the nation. Is that right?
Yeah.
The 4th, size-wise,
size-wise.
Largest food truck in the nation. That's crazy, man.
Well, he has to fit in it.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. He barely fits in it, too. Barely fits in it.
But yeah, don't feel free. Contact us on email, info@thatcreolesoul.com.
What's your Instagram for Creole Soul?
Creole Soul at Instagram.
Okay. Creole Soul on Instagram. It's
Creole
not hard to
Soul
find.
with 2 L's, though, on soul.
Soul has 2 L's.
Yeah, CREOSO, LL. So.
Spell out Creole. You know what? Let's do that. Spell out Creole Soul because that's where the email is at dat Creole, DAT Creole Soul. So go spell out Creole Soul for everybody because I've had people ask me how to spell it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like they say Creole.
Yeah, no, that's
It's Creole, CREOLESOUL, like soul brother.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
Get down.
Find us, hit us up. Hamp does catering too.
Does catering as well. We cater all the time. You know, at least 2 catering jobs a month.
And the next catering job you're doing, you're just bartending and doing liquor, right?
Yeah, I'm doing that one
so
on
we can do that
Saturday.
too.
Yeah.
Man, what can't you do?
I hadn't figured it out.
You even
yet.
had a white baby.
I know. And I don't know how that come about. Baby Gator.
What? Don't look at me.
You know, but I don't mind. I'll dabble into anything, you know. You got an idea, let me know. You know, we'll figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, I got Joe sitting over here to the left.
Yep.
I got Jeanette sitting in front of me. She passed her opinion, you know. So,
yeah.
And then, you know, my partner. Oh, wait.
Oh, she's not here.
Is Deal in here?
No.
Okay. Well, my partner, she decided to go home and go to sleep because she ate too much today.
Yeah. Well, dude, after the band last night, I mean, she left at like 1, I left at 1:30. I got home a little after her. She was done. And then I was like on a high after last night. I was thinking about what we're going to do to the inside of the bar and how we're going to change it. And 3 o'clock, dude, 3 o'clock.
What time were you there this morning rearranging and getting things
We
set?
did that last night.
Oh, you did it
Yeah.
before you left?
Yeah.
Even?
We were waiting for people.
Wow.
I was hanging
Hurry
out.
up and go so we can
That's
set
what
this
it
up.
was. We were waiting for people to leave because me and Hamp, we're going to move this here and we're going to do that. We're going to do this. Like, we had all these plans. So we started pulling measurements. And as soon as people were gone, we were moving furniture around and doing stuff. And
Gee darn, I went home early.
Yeah, of course you did. Joe went from putting a whiskey glass in his hand to putting a tape measure in his hand.
at the end of the night, I was walking around with a tape on my pocket.
Let's go.
Excuse me, I need to measure this real quick.
Can you step aside a second?
Yeah. But I mean, the
get
feedback.
out.
Yeah, but the feedback was amazing, man. People are so excited to have live music in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Like, that's a game changer for this
Now,
area.
how many
So.
people are going to copy that? Let's see. That's all right, though. I'm no original.
You want me to cut this out?
I'm no originator.
I do one of this. People are really excited to have in Des Moines. Come on down and see the. No, I mean, I've seen some other places that have had like some live music here and there, but if we get it set up in there and you're doing it consistently and you become that venue, that's going to be huge. I think
That's
a
what
lot
it's
of
going
fun.
to be. I said I was going to wake up this alley.
Yeah. I mean, you already got a name put on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name wasn't there before.
Yeah. So, backstage alley. Let's
Backstage
do it.
Alley. It's a
Do
cool
it.
name too.
Yeah. Ben did that one. I mean, the community voted on it.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
it going through. I'm still giving you credit, man.
Yeah.
We'll give Ben credit when we interview him, but I'm giving you credit right now. All right. I got to drive this bus. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep going on you.
Let's go.
Let's do it. We left off, you were in Turkey playing ball.
We moving on to the next country.
Yeah, we went on. You said next stop is Italy.
19.
Where in the world is Hampton, San Diego? All right. So what year did you head to
going
Italy?
into 1988, 89, somewhere around there. Yeah.
88, 89. Okay.
Yeah. So it was it was interesting, because
You were over there playing ball. I was at middle school. No, I was in first grade.
Oh, that's wrong.
not old as Methuselah, but I'm old.
That's okay. I've always gravitated towards older people. Anyway.
It was all new to me though. Like I said, growing up in the projects, I never thought I would end up where the places I've ended up in.
No
just
kidding.
because I know where I come from and I know where I've been and I know where I wanted to go. That don't mean that I can get there on my own.
Right.
But I had to have my own part of it. Work hard to do what you want to do. Nothing's going to fall on your lap.
Yep.
Nothing's going to fall on it. If you want something, you got to go out and get it.
For sure.
You just got to go out and get it. And I just kept pushing, and playing ball was, I started playing ball really late. That's the thing. That's why it's so surprising to me because my last episode, I started playing basketball in 11th grade because I wanted to play actually football.
And that's crazy, man. That blows my mind that you didn't start till 11th grade.
Yeah, I was like, sitting there watching, man. They assumed that I should play basketball,
Yeah.
Your mom told you should do basketball.
Yeah, she said, because I'm not signing no paper for you to do no football.
Right.
So I'm sitting, I'm in high school, right at 6'7" with a big bush, walking.
I got it right here.
Got my bush. My bush. This is not coming yet.
Yeah, I think we talked about what the definition of bush is on another episode. It's on the head, folks. It's on the head. The top of the head. The top of the head. It's here. It's here.
Back in the day, we called it a bush. It's afro now, but
Yeah.
here and there, we had to pick, with the fists up,
Yep.
so,
The cake cone.
Yeah, that's right. Shoved in the back of your head with a salt and pepper hat on. I mean, so like I said, it was new to me. When I got to Italy, I'm on my way to Italy. I met this really nice guy, that was sitting next to me, and he happened to be he actually owned a clothing store and shoes and men's stuff, and he made.
Was it a haberdashery?
I don't know what you want to call it, but that's what it.
I didn't know.
But I know one
He
thing.
doesn't watch British TV.
I told you where I come from a little different. But he and I became really good friends, and he was actually in Florence, and I'm in Venice, and it's like probably, if I can remember right, it's about 126 miles in distance. You can actually, So I spent a lot of time in Florence because he made me a lot of suits, a lot of shoes,
Yeah.
Nice.
and
All custom stuff.
all custom stuff.
In Italy, no less.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And I swear, I love pasta to this day, except probably spaghetti, but I love all the raviolis. I love all that stuff still to now because I ate so much. They used to have a 4-cheese ravioli over there.
Yeah.
I just used to die for it with the meat sauce on the top, man.
Yeah.
Just fresh pasta, you can't beat it.
Right. Right.
And I think you said you had some fresh pasta
Yeah.
with your in-laws, though.
God damn it, Hamp. You made me search for the bleep button again. With my daughter's boyfriend's parents, yes. I cooked some fresh pasta, and it was delicious.
I set him up on that
Son
one.
of a...
So, but playing ball, different places and, doing different things. And, it was nice having another guy, from the U.S. on the team, and, somebody you can communicate. But the English wasn't bad over there. So the language, the language barrier was,
Better than Turkey?
yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, for sure.
They'd seen black people over there.
Yeah.
Hamp was telling us on the last one that they were trying to wipe them clean in Turkey.
No. Oops.
Yeah, they never saw skin so dark and pretty.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's my boo.
So, but it was listen. Every country I went to was a great living experience.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because
Opened your
I grew
eyes,
up
too.
Garyville, Louisiana, apartment 4B, in a 4-plex in the project. To go somewhere where I didn't have to do nothing but play ball between 96 foot long, 56 feet wide, and have fun with it.
Yep.
is a great thing. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And then they get paid for it, you know.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, I ain't had to like, fries, they're ready.
There's too much salt on those fries. You're fired.
Catfish basket. Wait, I actually sell a lot of catfish basket.
Yes.
You do sell a lot of catfish
That's your
baskets.
money maker.
It's good catfish.
Yeah, it's good catfish, dog. Yeah, I guarantee you I got the best catfish in the state of Washington. And if you're listening, I'll challenge you anytime you want to. Right now.
Didn't you get best in Washington?
I got 2021 best restaurant in the Western Washington.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but only Western. You gotta go for the whole state now.
Yeah.
Baby Gator talking smack.
Yeah, baby girl.
There's a challenge.
Bring it on, I'm ready. I got some fresh catfish swimming around in the bathtub now, ready to be skinned.
When you order it, he pulls it out, clubs them.
And fillet it right there. You know, might have a little blood, but no, I'm just kidding. So,
So what's the takeaway memory for Italy?
the takeaway memory from Italy is the food.
The food, really?
Food, yeah.
Wasn't playing ball.
Wasn't playing ball. Yeah, I knew how to play ball.
Yeah, okay.
But I was a greedy guy growing up.
Okay.
So food was ish.
Yeah.
Food, you know, and just, you know, looking nice because I was wearing these nice custom suits.
Right.
You know, meeting that guy, you know, was probably the best thing. You know, it's like almost biting into that king cake and that baby was in my mouth.
It was meant to be.
It was we had built this great relationship. You know, I mean, I swear if he had a daughter, I would probably would have tried to marry her. You know?
Yeah.
But he didn't. He had all sons, they look better than me.
Well, I mean, there's that. You know, you could have gone that way too, Hamp.
Yeah.
And by the way, you do have a daughter. You said if I had a daughter.
No, if he
I
had
said
a daughter.
if the guy who from
If
Italy
he,
had a daughter.
oh, I get it. I'm a little behind. I'm sorry. Can you bleep that out?
Hell no.
No, we don't leave that on there. For,
Shit.
yeah, I might marry my own daughter, you know.
Well, I thought you were trying to marry your daughter to him.
No, I said if he had a daughter, I probably would have married her.
Great.
So, how long did you stay in Italy?
I stayed there till 1990. Then I moved on over to Adelaide,
Okay.
Australia, which is, it reminds me of the South.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody is so nice.
No language barrier.
No language barriers. So many things to do. You know, I've never seen so many different things in my life. You know, I hung out with a lot of koala bears.
Really? I mean, they're cute.
and you know, they eat those eucalyptus plants.
Yeah.
And they just have that nice aroma coming from, you know.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Now, are you talking like in like a zoo or just they're just out around?
They got some places where they're just out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that kangaroos over there are crazy too. Like they're like rats.
I try to stay away from kangaroos. First time I ever saw actually a white alligator.
Okay, cool.
I mean, just
Now, is it an alligator or crocodile over there?
crocodile.
Okay, so
Just
it's a white
white.
crocodile.
I mean, when I say white, I'm talking about white.
Was it like an albino
Yeah.
crocodile or
Albino.
Oh, it
yeah.
was.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a breed of white or if there
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, well, like a white sheet of paper, that color white.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And, you know, get to see like stuff like the Great Barrier Reef, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And what else? They had a lot of sports going on over there. I was telling you earlier when we were sitting out there, volleyball I love playing volleyball.
Yeah.
You know, and tall girls everywhere.
Tall girls everywhere.
tall, good looking girls everywhere. You know.
So no girlfriend in Italy. Any girlfriend in Australia?
No,
No?
I was, I just
Playing ball.
and having fun.
You know, that's a smart man because no offense, but you
None
get involved
taken.
with a woman and it
Nope.
changes things a
It
lot.
No, not at all. I'm just like, I'm over here for one reason.
Yeah.
I made good friends. You know, I still
Sure.
have friends over there. I think Baby Getty and I, we going back over in October. I'm gonna take her back and show a few things
To
over
Australia?
There. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're talking about it.
That'll be fun.
November, October.
October.
November.
Yeah.
Very
So,
cool.
You build friendship, and I got friends that live in Brisbane. I got friends that still in Adelaide. Flight attendant that lives actually in Brisbane. She. When you coming over?
Where the hell you been?
Like It's not a bus ride.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can just go to get on the A bus and get off at the next stand. You know.
Well, and they're it's like a half. Is it a whole day ahead of us, or
Yeah, it's a whole day. Like I think it's 18 hours plus, if I'm correct.
right? But when you get there, you leave here on a Monday and it's Sunday.
Yeah,
there.
it's
Or is it
Tuesday.
Monday and
It's
Monday? It's
ahead.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah.
It's actually ahead.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's
Yeah.
got to mess with you too.
it's a 17-hour plane ride. You know, just
Do you do it in a straight shot, or is there a lot of
well,
they do directs for that?
you can do out of Hawaii.
Okay,
It's a straight shot.
okay.
Yeah, you
So
know,
Seattle to Hawaii to Australia.
yeah, or go to LAX to straight out of
Okay.
to, you know, so
So Italy, couple of years. How long were you in Australia?
5 years. And,
5 years.
Yeah,
How long were you in Turkey?
I was in Turkey only 2.
So you were in Australia the longest.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever think about like this is it? I want to live here.
Oh yeah, if I move out, if I usually wake up, you don't see me, and my truck's gone, and I'm in Australia.
We got a podcast to do. Hamp. Where are you going?
Right. You can't leave us now.
I'm in Australia.
Son of a bitch. Who the hell's gonna make my catfish?
Love Australia.
Okay.
Love it. Yeah, it's nice, really nice. I mean, I've been, I can go back to Italy and talk about going to Tuscany. Tuscany is real nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
So during all your travels, I mean, I'm guessing Turkey's out of the running, but during all your travels and stuff, were you ever like, was it like I want to get back to New Orleans, I miss home, or was it like this is cool, I want to stay here? Like what was the feeling you had when you were on the road?
well, as long as my mother was alive, it's always I want to go
Gotta
home.
go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go home between those?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
went home. Yeah, I went home. Yeah, because I was off, basketball season was 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So,
So whenever you weren't playing ball, you just went back.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why I went back home. So, as long as mom alive, I was home.
Gotcha.
There's no place like home, especially when you got your mother.
Yeah.
Being a mama's boy. Yeah. So it was, it wasn't a hard decision at all,
Right.
to make. But, if she wasn't around and I was somewhere, it would be Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It'd be Australia by far.
All right.
Yeah.
So you wrapped up playing ball in Australia, and what was the deal?
Wrapped
Was
up
that
playing ball because I got they only allowed to play till you're 36.
Oh, really?
And they like bringing young legs in. you
okay?
know.
Yeah.
They're going to pay you that kind of money.
Yeah.
They're not going to pay a 36-year-old man, $1 million when they can bring a 22-year-old in
Yeah.
with young legs that he can be a little longer than that. you
Sure.
know.
Well,
So-
so what'd you play, like 10 years?
12 total.
12? Okay.
Yeah. And after that, I moved back to the States, and then I went home back in Louisiana.
Mhm.
And then I decided I didn't want to be in Louisiana, so I went to Dallas for a little while.
Mhm.
Then I came to California.
What took you to Dallas?
I
Just checking
loved-
it out?
Yeah,
oh, you said you had family in Texas,
yeah,
right?
I got my aunts was out there, uncles, and my brother lives in he lives in Louisiana now. So, but
Gotcha.
yeah, it was, and I like Texas, because it's it's a lot of ball players hang out in Texas,
Yeah.
a lot, Spud Webb and I used to hang together a lot,
Mhm.
and
So when you were in Dallas, is that when you opened your bar there, or was
that's
that?
when I opened my bar. I opened my bar when I was like 28. I was really young though,
Oh, so you were
but
still playing ball at the time.
I had family running, which was a mistake,
Who ran it for you?
My sister and cousin, and I was like, no.
You know what they say, man? Don't work with family.
No, don't
I
work.
mean, they do say that.
Don't work with family. And I learned the hard way, you
Yeah,
know. So,
yeah.
but after that,
Well, hold on.
I was-
Let's pause on that. Your first bar. It was a bar club, bar restaurant.
it was a bar club.
It was a club.
Listen, if I could do it all over right now,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Give me an old Kmart, old Walmart,
Yeah.
and watch me work.
Just turn into a massive club
Turn
or
into
what?
a massive dance club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll build a bar all the way around if I, as long as there's no breakage in between.
Yeah.
Because my bar in Dallas was Beamers and
The bar was called Beamers.
Beamers, yeah,
Yeah.
like the BMW.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it had 9 different bars in there,
9? How
It
big
held
was it?
1,700 people.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Huge, man.
making money.
So did you buy it like that, or did you buy the space and build it out?
I bought the space and yeah,
Damn, man.
yeah.
How long did it take you to get it all built out?
But not long. 10 months. You got constantly people working in because you had some things, you didn't have to get rid of,
Right.
So, and I did this. I would love to do it out here, but I learned that you cannot give away alcohol in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
learned that
say
too.
free.
Yeah. You
You
can't.
can't do it because when I had Beamers, we used to give out drink coupons and I could create a nice happy hour here if they was allow me. I hadn't figured out yet, but I will. But we used to print out these drink coupons, and then we just go to we put a bucket on the counter, so when people come in, they drop their business card in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a drawing every week,
Okay.
and whenever we pull out about 10 business cards, now we go to the office where these people work and drop off 100 drink coupons.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And
Couldn't you just do that with like gift cards for Creole Soul? I mean, Creole Soul's a restaurant.
yeah, I hadn't, but I want to make it to where it's
for drinks.
for drinks. More people like alcohol. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, no, they do.
And
I enjoy a drink. I'm a whiskey guy.
So if I could figure out a way to,
Baby Gator like champagne.
by the bottles.
That's when she roller skates.
That's right. That's when I dance.
That's when she dances.
Dance, sing. She's a headliner. Y'all just got to get in the right mood. That's all. She's definitely a headliner. I like Whoopi Goldberg said his sister act. She said, "I'm a headliner." But yeah, so that's I would love to create a good happy hour here. Drop your card in there, pull your card out, and run and drop it off at the business. Hey, here it's 100 drink cards. So now they're coming in because they want their drinks.
Right.
And I had a buffet.
Yeah.
Had a buffet going
We're
on.
bringing the buffet back. So
Bring the
that's
buffet back, yeah. And from 4 to 8,
Mhm.
then people start drinking. They stay in there. They in there for the rest of the night. They're like
Oh, yeah.
dancing, and then they spend more money.
Yep.
So
No, that's what business is about, right?
yeah.
So how long did you have Beamers?
2 years
2 years. Why only 2 years?
because I got to get rid of the family.
You had to get rid of the family. Had to get rid of the bar. That way there was no confusion. You didn't have to fire him. You just sold the whole place.
You don't have a job anymore.
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
to.
I didn't own the building, so it was easy. Like get out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Get out. That's my name.
Everyone's having fun and get out.
Get
We're
out.
done.
Get out. Go home.
So after you sold Beamers, let's see. So you had it for 2 years. So had you come back from playing ball?
I went back to I was done. But I was
So
done.
Beamers was gone when you came back from playing ball.
Beamer was gone. Yeah.
Okay. So it was running while you were overseas
It was
playing.
running, so,
Family
yeah.
was running it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get done playing ball. You shut Beamers down.
Yeah. I had a guy that works at Winco in Kent.
Mm.
Yeah. I was in there one night. He said, "Man, I know you from somewhere, man. I just don't know where yet, but I'm going to put my thumb on it, And first time I went back in again, he's like, "Man, I'm still trying to think." He said, "Where did you live?" I said, "I lived in Texas." I said, "Dallas." I said, "I used to have a bar called Beamers." He said, "Motherfucker, that's it." He said, "Man, please tell me you're trying to do something out here like that."
Beamers was a spot, huh?
Oh, Joe, I swear I had a line from, let's say if this was a sidewalk, all the way to that stop sign.
All the way to the sound.
all the way to the stop sign down there.
Yeah.
And people were dying to get in,
That's cool, man.
I just couldn't. It only
So when you came home from playing ball and stuff, did you go down to Beamers and hang out and check it out? And if family was running it when you were out of town, but did you come in and
no,
hang out?
I didn't hang out. I went out to a couple other places, because here's my idea when I'm putting the bar together.
Mm-hmm.
I go to different places to gather ideas.
See what they got going on, what's
Yeah.
working, what isn't,
What's working?
what the competition is too, right?
What I want to add to my place.
Okay.
And, take something from them.
Yeah.
I don't want to quote this wrong, but I heard this from somebody somewhere. They said, if you steal from one person, it's thieving,
Mm-hmm.
and you take from somebody else, a bunch of people,
Yeah.
it's networking.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So-
Whatever the exact wording is, but yeah. I've heard that.
So I like networking because I can't go to jail right now.
No, I mean, but that's how it is. I mean, that's what we're doing with this too. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, we're bringing in other business owners, talking to them. We're coordinating with wine vendors and distilleries and trying to bring them in. It's all networking, you know. And I mean, you're going to sell some business, they're going to sell some business. It's helping each other out, but you're also going to feed off of each other's ideas. That's just how it goes.
Exactly. So you know, I mean, so that was my idea of playing. You know, then I went down to Louisiana. I went home, and I opened up another bar.
And this is after you closed Beamer's in Texas.
Oh yeah, this was that way. Yeah, 2000. I think I sent you that article, Baby Kid. I think where I had the Martini Ranch in Homer.
Oh right.
You had it was called Martini Ranch.
It's called the Martini Ranch. Yeah.
I never heard of this one.
Yeah.
See, dude, every time I talk to you, something else.
I'll send you a newspaper article from it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send it to you. But yeah, it was called a Martini Ranch. 50 different martinis. Bought a old Chinese restaurant and gutted it out.
You bought an old Chinese restaurant.
Yeah,
and
it was a restaurant.
revamped it.
Yeah, revamped it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then.
So was it super loungy, more chill?
Yeah, it was chill. Yeah.
There was a place called the Merc Bar in Arizona that Becca and I used to go to, and that's all it was martinis. Like they had couches and tables, and it just they didn't have as many as you. They had probably a list of like 6 or 7. You just order a martini and sit on the couch and relax. Soft music in the background. Really cool atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, I had a DJ because we know in Louisiana people love dancing, so you know they like partying. So they had 50. I had 50 different martinis on the menu.
50.
50. Yeah.
This from a guy that doesn't even drink. So did you have like a mixologist that was helping you come up with stuff?
I had 4 girls that know how to drink alcohol. They're like, we like this one, not so much this one. And I'm just writing it down.
Were you mixing? Were you coming up with the recipes?
No, they did. I think, tell me what y'all think, how you want to come up with it. You know,
Okay.
I didn't do anything because, you know, they're like, they bar hop. So they're like, oh, yeah, let's go to this place here and tell me what you think. So we used to go to different bars in Louisiana.
Check them out.
And check them out. And I said, okay, y'all, get what you want to drink. And let me know one we need to keep, which one we need to ditch.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's how I come up with the 50. And they,
That sounds like lots of fun.
It does sound like lots of fun.
I know, baby. Yeah.
Get your roller skates.
So it was a dance bar, 50 martinis, you know, on menu and whatever else you want to drink. You know, it just wasn't martinis. It was just, but that was the special. That's how I come with the Martini Ranch, you know.
Okay.
And the reason why I did that because in Homer, you know, they was playing a lot of house music, you know, with sticks and shit, glow sticks and all. You know.
Right.
No, I can't. I need something better than that, you know.
Yeah.
So
was that place
now,
as popular as Beamer's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Gustav came through Hurricane.
Oh, I was a German?
Who is that?
Wait, is that the guy from Italy with the haberdashery?
Hurricane Gustav came through and just right through the center of Homer.
Okay.
And just tore it up. You hear me?
Just took the bar out.
I mean, the roof clean off that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did you get insurance?
I got insurance.
And you were like, rebuild or
still
cash
waiting
out?
on some money.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Still waiting on yeah.
No way.
FEMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know, we were talking about this the other day, me and my buddy Rich. He was talking about how that hurricane just went through Florida. And I think everybody got like $750 or something crazy like that. And then nobody quote me on this. I don't know exactly. But they got like a really low amount. It was something crazy like that, like $750. But everybody in California, they're taking care of them right now. Like they're taking care of everything. So it's like, why are you still waiting for money? Probably people from Hurricane Katrina as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You know, Florida, but California apparently they're taking care of it. So I don't know. And that's a federal thing. That's not even a state
That's
thing.
a federal.
That's a federal
But
thing.
you know, they figure I guess all the stars out there, you know, they gotta have
I
help.
know, but come on, man.
They gotta have help. Somebody's doing some helping somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, I
Some
mean,
glad handing going on somewhere.
Some deep pockets somewhere. You know, like I'll do this or I'll do that. You know.
That's crazy, man.
So you know, but it's always the poor people that have
I
to
know.
sit and wait.
Yeah.
You know.
It's always the joke, right? The tornado only goes through the trailer parks.
That's right. You know, that's why I don't own a trailer.
Or live in Tornado Alley. So bar just got demolished by.
Bar got demolished, so then I was like, okay, all right, this not gonna work.
When it got demolished, at this point, are you like, Are you a bar guy? Are you a club owner in your head? Is that your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
So it's next. Where am I going? What am I opening next at this point?
Exactly. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do?
Do people know you as that? Are you Hampton, the club owner?
They know me as far as when it comes down to having a good time and going to make it happen one way or the other in a building with a DJ.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
It's not going to be like a house party.
Right. You're going to do it right.
I'm going to do it right.
Yeah.
And when you do something right, people tend to follow you,
Yeah. Well, and honestly, man, I mean, you have a magnetic personality. You're a positive guy. You're easy to talk to, get along with. That's why we're doing this. So that helps you. I was in bands for years, and some of the club owners were assholes. I hated working with them. I hated playing their bars. They wouldn't pay us out. Most of them don't even own those bars anymore. And it's not because a hurricane came through and took it out. We're talking Arizona. You know what I mean? It's because they were assholes.
Yeah.
Because they were moving on the girls that worked there. It's because they were getting drunk on their own stuff. You know what I mean? Like they wanted to be in the bar more than own the bar and do well at it, I think.
So, while all this is going on, I'm working I'm working at Halliburton,
So when did you start working at Halliburton?
I started Halliburton in, I want to say 2005. I want to say that.
So is this after?
This is after all the bars.
After all the bars. So before you opened another bar, you were going for Halliburton.
Yeah.
Now, when did you have a degree in engineering?
Yeah, it was 1986, Troy State University in
86. So that was before you went to Turkey.
That was before, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm old.
No. I'm trying to look. Here's the thing,
He's
dude.
done so much, it's hard to have
Well, and
such a short amount of time.
that's the problem. Is like I said, I'm trying to drive this bus and keeping him on track. Sometimes we're talking about current day. Sometimes we're talking about years ago. I'm trying really hard. I didn't want to have like a paper with a timeline because I knew that wouldn't work. No way. So we're rolling through it. So you got your degree before you played ball.
Yeah.
So now at Halliburton.
I was in charge of horsepower, but I spent 10 years at Halliburton.
Were you using your engineering degree or did it not really play into it?
It didn't really play into
Okay.
it. I worked 5 years on land, fracking. I don't know if you know what fracking is.
Yeah, I do know what fracking is. Yeah.
I was fracking gas wells.
Okay. That's some dangerous shit.
Yeah.
You ever have one blow up?
No, thank God.
I don't know how often that happens, but I know it happens.
Yeah. Then I was like, somebody was like, I got to get out of this, because I'm driving this big old truck called a Bearcat, I'm talking about long,
Yeah.
until I got a pickup truck. They gave me a pickup truck after that because I was in charge of horsepower, mechanic stuff.
Okay.
So, and
In charge of horsepower as far as like the engines that are driving the machines out there
diesel,
and stuff?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was just muddy all the time because it rained a lot, so you slopping around in mud. You hooking all these pipes together to the wellhead, and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I gotta find me some. So when I log on to my computer, Halliburton had a homepage, and you see these boats,
Okay.
fracking boats.
Right. Because they're doing it out in the ocean.
They're doing it. I said, I gotta find these boats. I mean, I don't know if I want to get back on a boat. But I gotta find that boat, And nobody knew anything about it, And then there's a guy that
Nobody knew about it just in the space that you were. I mean, it's a Halliburton thing.
Yeah, nobody knew about it
the land folk are like, we don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about it. They just knew it was a picture.
Yeah.
Then I got lucky. There was a black guy that became the manager of the whole. I was in Alvarado, Texas.
Okay.
And I was like, man, let me ask you something. I said, you see that boat that pops up on the screen?
You see this picture right here?
He's like, yeah. I was like, how do I get there? So I'm gonna go off track a little bit.
No.
I'm gonna use this to my advantage.
Okay.
Getting to offshore. So one day I was offshore. I mean, not offshore. I was on land.
Okay.
And right when they gave me my pickup truck, I guess some people didn't like it.
That you got a company truck?
That I had a company truck.
Okay.
Yeah. And a week after I got my company truck, we was on location. When I said location, we was doing fracking.
Right.
And I had left my truck. You leave them running because they come out there and fill them up with the diesel trucks. Come out
you
there.
got site trucks that come out and take care of them and stuff. Yeah.
So I leave my truck and go get something to eat because they also bring food out there so everybody get in line. So when I came back, there was a perfectly pretty looking noose.
What?
Yeah.
No shit.
Sitting on the front seat of my pickup truck.
No way.
And I mean,
dude, that's crazy.
How many loops? 13 or 12?
Don't ask me that. Even if I knew that answer, I would say, you son of a bitch.
so I think I want to say
that's crazy.
I want to say 13. So I was like, what the hell?
So at this point, do you have a good relationship with most of the guys there? Do you have? Is there someone that glares at you like you're like this?
I thought I had a good relationship with some of the guys. So
That's
I picked
crazy.
it up and I said, "Who's responsible for this?"
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
Is it what kind of crew is it? Is it a lot of white guys, black guys?
Oh yeah, all white guys.
All white guys. You're the only black guy there.
Yeah, I'm the only raisin in the bunch.
That's crazy, dude.
So we get back to camp. The black guy that was in charge.
Yeah.
I take a brown paper bag and I put the noose in the bag and I go in and talk to him. I say, "Hey," this was on the front seat of my truck. He's like, "What is that?" And he like, "Are you kidding me?"
That's so crazy, dude.
I'm like, "No."
What year is this?
2005, 2006.
That's wild, man.
So
I mean, not that it makes a difference. It's just, come on, you know.
So he like, "Let me make some phone calls." And I said, "Okay." So it wasn't anybody. So I didn't mention that there was 2 crews out there.
Okay.
So my crew and another crew that came, because the job was so big.
Okay.
Okay. So when I went to training for Halliburton, there was a little short woman by the name, her name is Donna, and she's probably 4'11".
Okay.
Okay. And when I went to training, I accidentally walked in on her teaching a class, and she's like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She said, "Can you close my door?" I said, "Yeah." She said, wait, "Can you make me some coffee?"
Oh no.
She said, "Can you make me some coffee?" And so I did. I went outside and
So you were showing up for training, or you just accidentally walked into the training room?
I was training, but she was teaching the class at that time.
Okay.
So I went back out and I made some coffee. And I actually took her a cup and I walked back in. She's like, "You actually made me some coffee?" I said, "Yeah, you asked me to, didn't you?" She's like, "Oh, that's so nice of you." Gave her a hug and we became good friends.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a buddy of mine named Gerald. He might still be with Halliburton, but he told me probably 7-8 years ago, he said, "Can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "Did you ever sleep with Donna?" I'm like, "No, why?" He said, "Because
It'd be like a Chihuahua and a bull mastiff.
he said, "We were having a meeting, a meeting on sex and stuff like that,
Like an HR thing.
HR thing." That's
Gotcha,
right.
yeah.
And
Inter-office relations.
and he said, "She just kept talking about you and how nice you are and all this stuff." She said, "There's a certain way that you hug a female, and she like, if you ever seen him, you understand what I'm talking about.
Saying you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, when he hugged me, his hand is above my waist. It's in like the middle part of my back,
Right.
It's nothing that anybody can report,
Right.
So to move on, so back to the noose.
I don't think I've ever said that in my life. I've never said that in my life. And back to the noose.
So she got wind of it.
Okay.
And she calls me up and she said, "I'll be out there."
And she's higher up in Halliburton then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in big, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was in Duncan, Oklahoma.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, she was just.
So she's making a special trip.
Yeah, she was in Alvarado just teaching a class, but when she got wind of what the noose was,
Yeah.
she was in Duncan.
She got news on the noose.
She got news on the noose. She came.
We shouldn't be laughing about this. If he's laughing, I'm laughing, okay? He's good. We're here. He's good.
She came from Duncan and came out on property, and she asked him, she said, do you think it's anybody from your crew? I said, no. I said, not at all. She said, I said, it has to be.
Has to be the other crew.
Has to be the other crew.
Now, you said that because you said you didn't have a real good, not a bad rapport, but you weren't like close friends with the crew, but you didn't think they did it.
Yeah.
Your crew.
Yeah,
Okay.
my crew, yeah. I was building a good rapport with my crew, yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
it wasn't established to where it was,
They didn't hate you.
they didn't hate me,
Okay,
yes.
I got
yeah.
you. I got you.
And she says, okay, I'm going to take care of this. She calls a meeting.
Mhm.
We all stopped doing what we're doing and got around. She said, I want to talk to you guys about the incident that happened out here. And I'm not leaving until I get some answers. And
Now, is she HR?
Yeah.
Oh, she is HR.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she's HR, but big time.
But big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has the bag. Still.
Oh, she had it.
Oh, yeah, she had it.
Oh, man.
So she gets the bag and she said, who's responsible for this? He seemed to think there's nobody on his crew that are responsible for this. So what about the Jackson crew? Because it was a Jackson, Mississippi crew. You know?
Yeah. They were on site at the
They
same
were on
time.
site at the same time. And she said, okay, so who's going to own up to this? Nobody answered. She said, okay, I'm going to ask you one last time. Who's going to own up to this? Nobody answered. She said, okay, I'm about to leave, but you 12, y'all can come pick up your pink slip when you get home.
I was going to say, is you going to fire everybody
She
then?
fired everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did that happen?
Yeah.
No shit.
No shit.
And nobody even talked? Like nobody said, you know what? This son of a bitch did it.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Fired 12 guys.
Fired 12 guys.
Well, you know what? I mean, that sucks for the guys that didn't do it, but somebody knew.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody knew something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, somebody saw something like that. That doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
And the guy who did it probably talked shit about it, boasted about it, whatever, you
Yeah.
know, so.
Yeah. So,
Well, good on Halliburton then. And Donna. You're a sweetheart, Donna. We like you, Donna.
so,
If you ever want some coffee.
so yeah.
Want a dozen beignets?
Yeah.
Be quiet. We don't use that word around here, okay?
Where's your partner?
That's a
She'll
bad,
cook 'em.
bad word.
It's a bad word.
It's a B word.
It's a B word. It's a bad word, yeah. No beignets. Scratch. Edit that. Make sure you edit that. So, yeah, you know, after I did Halliburton for a while, and the reason why I left Halliburton,
Oh, wait, there's one thing we got to talk about Halliburton, and we're getting close here. We're already at almost 58 minutes. I told you we weren't going to get through it. We're just going to pepper your episodes in, man. We're just going to pepper them in. We got a couple people we're interviewing next, so we might have to come back to him.
yeah, we come back. Yeah, no rush.
But no, I wanted to talk about your training at Halliburton that you told me about, the underwater training.
Oh,
and all
my
that
God.
stuff.
Let me tell you.
We got to talk about that.
So every year you have to go through a certain training it's involving helicopter simulators.
Mhm.
And it is what it is. You're in a helicopter simulator.
Because they
Yeah.
fly you to rigs.
They fly you to rigs.
Right.
Yeah. Not rig, no. Only, we call it boat to rig, but if something was to happen, they'll fly you
Okay.
to a rig. And then if I knew I had to fly by myself
Right.
because of my weight at the time. You know, when you
Oh,
race-
no shit.
Oh, yeah.
So they could put 2 or 3
They could
people
put
on,
two
but when they were
people,
bringing
but
you,
they
there was
only bring
just you.
one. Yeah.
They had to make a special trip for your ass.
They're like, oh, you're just a little too heavy. You know, I learned something, you know, when you see parachuters jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Why you think the last guy takes so long? Because he's the lighter one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
He's in
because
weight.
you're talking about rate of falling?
No, in weight. Yeah. Is he coming
Yeah.
down? You know, yeah. He's
So if he's lighter, once his parachute deploys, he takes longer to get to the ground?
yeah. He's not heavy as the rest of the guys. You know. So yeah. So
So they do it by weight so that they don't run into each other?
they do it by weight because of when they pull, you know, it pops up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what the recall.
Oh,
is.
so he'd go up into the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Never
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah.
Huh, I'll be damned. So I'm going to watch all those World War II movies with new knowledge.
So they told me to say, if we
I'm
gotta,
gonna be watching a movie now and be like, they wouldn't have that fat guy right there. He's gotta be in the front. I know things now.
so they told me, they said, yeah, we could take you 3, but you got to go by yourself. The helicopter just won't be able to hold, So
Hang on, we're almost there.
so back to the simulator part of it. So we get inside the, that's as if you was in a real helicopter with the Velcro doors and the windows and stuff like that. And they drop you into a saltwater rumbling pool.
Right.
And as soon as the helicopter hit,
I can hear you going, but you're not at your mic. I can't hear you going,
as soon as the helicopter hits the water, they flip it.
That's crazy, man.
And you're strapped in. Oh, yeah, you're strapped in. I was like, oh, boy, I'm about to suck in some salt water now.
And you got no breathing apparatus. You're just taking a deep breath.
No, you're just taking a deep breath. That's it.
How long does it take for the helicopter to go into the water and flip upside down that you're holding your breath before you even get to attempt to escape it?
Oh, it's about probably 2 minutes because they got scuba divers underneath watching you as a helicopter hit.
That's crazy.
They're different 4 parts, 2 corners on this side, 2 corners on this side. If they see you struggling, they come and get you.
Right.
So I always did like this. So when they flip it, my hands are already on the seat, ready to go,
Yeah.
I learned that follow the bubbles.
Yeah.
'Cause bubbles are going up.
Yep.
Most people first year drove me crazy, because you just get
disorientated.
Yeah.
Disoriented.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, wait, I got to figure out bubbles. So look up, kick out the windows, pull yourself through, and follow the bubbles.
Right to the top.
Right to the top. Yeah.
Was it stressful the first time you did it?
Oh, my God. I was.
You had to do it, once a year?
Once a year.
That's great.
And every time I try to do it, I try to call in sick. I don't feel good today. Huh?
But you were telling me that some people would say it's not possible. I can't fit through that.
Oh, yeah. You can go. We can go to Louisiana right now. And I can take you to that training facility.
Yeah.
And people are like, I can't fit through that window. And they got a picture of me hanging on the wall. Height.
Yeah. It's like that Michael Jordan poster I had when I was a kid, and it measured you, but it was Michael Jordan standing there. Yeah.
They're like, if he gets through this window, you don't even need to say anything.
Get your ass through the window.
Push it out and get out, because they're trying to holler. They're trying to use that excuse because they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then, you got people who can't swim, so they have a certain helmet on their head. So when the helicopter flips over, scuba divers are watching them carefully.
Because once they get loose or whatever, they need help to get to the surface.
Help, yeah.
Well, that's not very realistic.
Yeah, so, he watching, you like, you be like,
Oh my Lord.
but you're like, what?
That's crazy, man. That's some wild training, dude. That's some wild
I
training.
really hated it. I was kind of glad when I quit. So
yeah,
I was glad.
So we're gonna stop here.
Yeah, let's stop right here.
But I do want to revisit just real quick. Actually, if we can do it in like 2 minutes, just real quick. You told me that you were 40 minutes out from what was that rig?
Oh, listen, we can go there real quick. So the BP rig that blew up, we were actually working that day, and we were heading to that rig to go do a job, and they called the boat up and said, "Hey, you guys, we got problems out here. You can turn around." So.
And that was when they did that movie Horizon or whatever it was called.
And we slowed down and we could hear the engine, and we float and we could see it turning, and like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half later we heard this rig had fucking blew up people.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and my phone was just going off. Ding, text message like, you want no.
And you were on your way to be on that rig.
We was on my way to be on that rig.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's wild, man.
Yeah, I told you a lot of close calls to death.
Yeah.
At least 12. I know of.
And if the roads are icy, I mean, it
Or if you're dragging a can of gasoline in your truck.
Yeah, dragging a can of gas.
Yeah, so I know I'm gonna live till I'm 100. Then I can check out. Then
The unsinkable.
check out at 100. Lord, let me live to 100. You gotta push it. You want to
Take our time. We'll take our time.
101 if you want.
There you go.
But I'll take 100. Nothing less, nothing more. So I'm good.
So you like? We'll just try and wrap up working for Halliburton so we can pick up fresh next time.
Yeah.
Do you? How many rigs did you? I know you worked on the ocean.
Oh God, we did so many rigs out there. You know, I mean,
so you made it off the land. You made it onto the water.
Yeah. It was. It's good. It's. The longest ride we had probably was to Galveston, Texas, on a boat, 27 hours.
On a boat.
Yeah.
Damn.
And oh man, let me tell you something.
I mean, I've done like 3-day fishing trips, but that's different. That's not a trip and not going out that far. You're like, you can see the coast a lot of, or the shore a lot of times.
Bad weather, you get seasick. I know I did.
Yeah.
Boat, like you can hear the big old. I'm talking this boat 300 feet long.
Yeah.
And it's just,
all day.
Can somebody duct tape me to my bed, please? Hey, come here. I got a roll of duct tape right there. Take me to my bed, bro.
You take a nap.
Yeah, take a baby gator.
So what? When you're on the rigs though, they're not moving, right?
No, they're not moving.
Yeah,
No,
they're affixed to the floor, right?
Yeah, they're fixed. Yeah. They're just sitting there. Every once in a while you get a floating rig,
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly, the big ones like BP, Murphy, Murphy Gas, which is what is Costco and Safeway, Murphy Gas.
Sure, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah,
that's a Halliburton guy talking. I don't know nothing about that. Only hear about it when things are bad. That's when you hear about it. Something blows up, something spills in the ocean. That's when you hear about it. Otherwise, we're just bitching about gas prices for the most part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
were you on the water longer than on the land for Halliburton?
Oh, it all depends on how long the job was. I worked 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So there was time where we go out and we sit out there for days because they're not ready.
Yeah.
On the rig part of it.
Right.
Scariest part about the job was when you're being transferred from the boat to the rig.
How do you do that?
Because there's a crane operator on the rig.
Okay.
And there's a personnel basket that he drops on the back deck of the boat.
So you just get in the basket.
And you don't get in it.
You don't?
No. It's like a circle.
Okay.
Then ropes and another circle. So the ropes is top ropes are hooked to the bottom rope.
Yeah.
And all you do is step in, which is a ring buoy.
Okay.
You step up on the buoy and just hold on to the ropes. And they hook it on and they swing you over the Gulf of Mexico.
They still do it that way?
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, I work in construction, and we used to, back in the day, you'd lift guys on forklifts and do all this stuff. OSHA's a son of a bitch now, everything's got to be rated and regulated, and you got to be tied off, and you're not doing anything without a training course. And
so the bad thing about that, that used to scare me a lot is when the weather was bad.
Oh yeah.
So now the crane operator has to put you back on the boat. So now the boat is doing this, and now he has to be perfect timing to meet that bottom of the personnel basket and for it to hit that deck, and you just gotta jump off.
That's crazy, man.
It's crazy as hell. You and my big black ass to roll around.
That's wild, man. It sounds exciting, but scary as hell.
But we have some good crane operators too, those guys been doing it for a long time.
You make a lot of money too, operating a crane out there.
Yeah.
I know crane operators on land make good money, so out there they're making some really good money, I'm sure.
So, boom up, boom down. The whole 9 yards. We had to do all that, cable out.
Yep.
Cable
Yeah.
So I know what I'm talking.
Yeah, no, I've been through the same training. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So all those hand signals we had to know them all, and stuff like that. Can't you be saying boom down and you do something else and it creates a whole problem,
Yeah, that's wild. So you go from we could probably keep talking about that forever. I'm gonna move us along. So
let's move to where I quit if you want to do that part.
Quit Halliburton.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one day, March 17th, I want to say 2000. 2012, 2013. They was having a safety meeting.
Okay.
Now, at the safety meeting, Halliburton's going to do what Halliburton's going to do.
Okay.
They're gonna pump the job. They're not stopping. So I asked the question. I said, so what happened if one of us die out here on the rig while we're doing this job?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, what time are you talking about? I'm like, what they got to do with time? You know,
Yeah.
dead.
He means time, like time,
Time-wise.
like time of day,
Yeah.
not time of job period.
No,
like
time of day.
okay,
Because
time of
helicopters
day.
don't fly at night.
Oh, okay.
They're like, if it's after time the helicopters don't fly at night, we're just going to put you in a bag and put you in the freezer. Like a piece of meat.
Like that catfish you got.
Yeah. You're like, we're not going to stop pumping the job because you know, we're just going to put you in a place where you keep your body
Right.
cold. And I'm like, okay, I gave her 2 weeks notice. You ain't going to put me in no glass bag. I'll put shit in glass.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
So, I mean, I get it. I do. But all that other crazy shit you were in. And when they said, if you die, we're putting you in the freezer, you said, nope, I'm out.
No, if you can't give me the respect to say,
Yeah,
hey, listen, I'm going to get a helicopter out here the first thing tomorrow and get you back to your loved ones, you know, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, then that's a different story,
Yeah.
you know. But you're not going to put, you know, you got 3 days left to pump this job and you're going to leave me in the freezer for 3 days and then take me back on the land with maybe another 18-hour ride,
That's crazy.
you know.
So that was the deal breaker.
That was a deal breaker, yeah.
So when you put your 2 weeks in for Halliburton, what were you thinking? Well, like, what was the next plan from there?
Another bar.
Another bar. You said, all right, I'm done with this. Going back to the bar.
I've tried this. Check. Move on.
Yeah.
And we can stop right now because I'll tell you the next bar is called Rookies.
Rookies. And I've heard a little bit about this one.
Yeah,
I think it was a pretty big one, too.
Yeah, it was a big
All
one.
right, I know
too.
that's going to
Yeah.
be a good story. Well, Hamp, we're a little over 2 hours in total. We're
2 hours, you know?
Well, no, I mean counting the first one, and today we're over an hour, but that's fine.
Yeah,
but,
you can't put me on right now. We got more stuff to cover up.
I know.
So you got to get somebody else. Baby Gator, you got anything you want to say?
No,
What'd you
not
think
at
of your
all.
first podcast?
It was fun just to sit here and listen.
He's got good stories. Man. He's got good
Oh,
stories.
trust me.
Awesome. Well, Hamp, thanks for being a guest on your podcast.
Well, thank you for having me on your podcast and my podcast. And you know how to take us on out with
You
a
might
couple
take us
of,
out.
you know,
What? Couple of what?
boom.
Joe and Hampton, lights dim, it's game time. Interview sharp, cut through like a shank line. Stick lounge, stories unfold, real and raw. From hustlers to dreamers, breaking laws with a claw. Microphone warriors, capturing life's conflict. Sitting across legends, tales flick like black pigs. Drop bars, not mics, knowledge, it rains. From the streets to the beats in every vein. Stick lounge, podcast, tales heavy with the weight. Real lives, gritty stories, never fake. Joe and Hampton, digging deep, no facade.